Hey everybody, it's Clickstone. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, we defeated Queen Goma and learned who put the curse on the Great Deku Tree. This time, we're going to continue our adventure and go to Hyrule Castle. Let's get started. Hoo hoot! Link, look up here! It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged even during the toughest times. Go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and L or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing which way you should go next. Did you get all that? No or yes? This guy's kind of a jerk and he'll flip yes and no. Sometimes like you'll accidentally press yes or you accidentally press no and he'll re-say everything he just said. So basically he's just telling us that we're going the right way and we should just continue on our journey and don't get discouraged. So running through Hyrule Field, you can actually see lots of different points of interest. There's a mountain over there with the smoke ring. There's a gigantic building over there. That's our destination. And off to the left, actually, there's a gigantic area that we're definitely going to be exploring here in the coming episodes. But for now, I'm just going to run over to Hyrule Castle and I'll see you guys there. Alright, we're at Hyrule Castle. The town market to be exact. Over here actually is a really big point of interest. It's a giant room filled with a bunch of pots, and basically the guard here is really bored, so he doesn't really care if we mess it up. Alright, so just break all the pots. Actually back here, there's a golden Skulltula that we need to grab. So break open this, and here's right here. Alright. So basically this place is a really great area to get money. Let's talk to him real quick. Man, I am so bored. Things would be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world. Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking these jars. Stand near a jar and press A to lift it. Press A again to toss it. Alright, so... we almost missed that. If you hold down B while you have your sword out, you can actually do a gigantic swing attack and hit a bunch of stuff at once. Later in the game this actually gets buffed, but you will see when we get to that. Alright, now that we're done in there, we're going to actually go out to the market square and see what we can do. Truth be told, actually, we're not able to do a whole lot. We can just kind of look around and see. There's a potion store, there's another bazaar out here. There's a bunch of people, we don't even know what they're looking at. There's a puppy. Looks like a shooting range right there. And also this little girl right here, so let's talk to her real quick. Hey, your clothes! They're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Milan. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Alright, so that's a little bit of foreshadowing on what we might have to do here in a minute. Alright, so if we come around here... Hey Link, this way! The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoot. On this ground, time flows normally, but time stands still while you're in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, which way are you gonna go now? Hoo-hoo-hoot. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. Ooh, you're a smart kid. Good luck then. Hoo-hoo. Alright, so, basically, he told us that the princess is up in the castle and that we have to go over here. Right now there's actually a gate that we can't get across. Let's talk to this guy real quick. So you say you want to see Princess Zelda, eh? You probably heard about her in town and decided you had to meet her. Well, go home, get out of here! The princess will never grant an audience to the likes of you. Alright, so he's definitely not going to let us through that gate. So, we're going to have to go around. But before we do that, there's another golden Skulltula here. All I have to do is roll into the tree and it falls right out. Number 5. Alright. We can actually climb up these vines just like in the Great Deku Tree. Only these look a lot different. Essentially they're basically the same thing. Right here we actually have a stone that tells us what time it is. Instead of trying to get past the guards this time, I'm actually just gonna go get caught. Hey you, stop, you kid over there. Basically they throw us out. What's that noise though? There's a girl singing. So we talked to her, we saw her in town before. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do, teehee. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully, teehee. So she gives us an egg. This is actually a key item to the story, believe it or not. Essentially what we have to do is we have to run around with it till it turns into day, and the chicken should hatch. So I'm going to put that into my bar here, and I'm going to speed up the process so you guys don't have to sit there and wait for daytime. Look, a chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life! Alright, so now that we have the chicken, we can actually go and visit the castle. Like before though, there were a bunch of guards. There's a really easy way that you can get around them though. All you have to do is jump around here, this, and come up the side, like that. Oh, yeah, don't go towards the guard, and also don't go on that path, because there's a guard there that will see you. The trick is to go around the side over here, and you might not see it at first, but there's actually these stones right here that are climbable. Alright, now that we're up here, we can jump down. You don't want to walk to the right just yet. Jump into the water here, let the current take you. There are a bunch of rupees here as well that you can grab. In the corner. And we can actually come up on the side here and jump up. Just using the chicken regularly won't wake him up, like see like this. That won't wake him up. But if you're next to him and use it. What in tarnation? Can a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malin was looking for me? I'm gonna catch him from her now. I messed up bad leaving Milan behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Alright, so now that he's taken care of, we can actually move these boxes around and push them. Right now, we need to get into that little cubby hole, and we can't do that right now unless we push those boxes onto the platform there. And before, if you recall, the Talon was actually blocking the way right here. But now that he's gone, we can move the boxes. When I was a kid, when I did this, I had no idea what to do. There was just like a part when I was playing this that it took me maybe a month or two to even figure out what to do here. I had the chicken, but I didn't ever put it together that the chicken would wake him up. So I kind of just ran around and did a bunch of random stuff. Nothing really story driven, but because you know you can't really progress the story while you're here. You know, As a kid though, everything's fun, as long as it's colorful. And as long as it makes funny noises, it's all good. Alright, so now that we did the boxes here, we can actually finally jump into here. And you do not want to do this when it's nighttime. There will be guards there that will see you. So instead of doing that, I'm going to cut it and wait till daytime. Alright, now that it's daytime, we can finally go into the cubbyhole. Now in this area, the castle courtyard, you will notice that when I come around this corner, there's a guard. And the whole aspect of this area is to get around the guards but not get caught by them. If you get caught by a guard, you will be thrown out to the outside. So if we can just sneak. You don't want to walk to the side. You can go behind them, but you cannot walk to their sides or in front of them. Alright, now they definitely step up the difficulty after that first one. It's really all about just getting lucky. Like here, you can come around. This one's a bit tricky. Actually, there's a bunch of rupees. There should be a red somewhere. I can't see it here, but there should be a red one somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking the 3DS version, but there's you can walk above him. I don't want to fall though. Sneak over. Whew. Alright, we did it. Alright, so this one and the next one always give me the most trouble. Because just the way that they are, you have to kind of be out in the open for a bit. Like this. Go, 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 go. Yeah, you can't run past him, he will see you. Come on, move. Alright. This one right here is probably the hardest one in the whole game. It's fitting that it's the last one too. Alright. Come around. They don't turn around, luckily enough. But if you're in the wrong spot, they will definitely find you. Move out of the way. And we're safe. Alright. Now we can go visit Princess Zelda. Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't mind to happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone? You have it? Yes, we do. Just as I thought. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Link. Strange. It sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Link. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Okay. The legend goes like this. Three goddesses hid this Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. So, the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from the evil ones. That's right, the Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the Sacred Realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is a treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Did you understand well the story I just told you? Yes. That's great! I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element for my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet. Yes. I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Link, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Okay, or I don't believe you. It's a hard choice, but I'm gonna have to go with okay. Thank you. I'm afraid. I have a feeling that that man is gonna destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. You received Zelda's letter. Wow, this letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. Set to see and show us see. So, this letter is going to be our ticket into the next area. I am Impa of the Sheikahs. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is a mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. You've learned Zelda's lullaby. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only the royal family's members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you.